guys, Cassie Davis here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna do something a little different and talk about creating content for social media and some of my favorite apps and programs that I use to do so. Nowadays, social media is huge, and so many people are creating and building their personal brands and businesses via social media. And it's a great time to do so because so many of us are such avid users. As many of you already know, I recently launched my own business, Davis Active, which includes apparel, waist trainers, fitness equipment, and even fitness programs. In April, we'll actually be having another 6-week fitness challenge, so definitely make sure to stay tuned on Davis Active for more details. With that being said, a lot goes into building a business, but one of my personal favorite aspects about building a business happens to be the creative side and creating content. So today, I want to share with you guys some of my favorite apps and programs that I use to do so. So let's get to it. To start off, let's talk about YouTube. I personally edit my own YouTube videos using Final Cut Pro. A lot of people utilize Final Cut Pro on their laptops to edit video, and it's actually not that hard. There is a lot of simple ways to edit video, and it's really quite simple to learn. If you guys are interested in learning more about editing video, let me know. I can definitely do a video, so definitely comment below and let me know if you want me to do the basics into Final Cut Pro and editing video and how I edit my YouTube videos. I really started to teach myself how to edit video in my previous role as a field marketing manager for Vita Coco. We used to host a lot of events and sample coconut water, and I would create video recaps at the end of the event to show my corporate company what a success the event we sponsored was. Moving on from YouTube, let's talk about Instagram. There's also a ton of other apps that I really utilize to create content for Instagram. To start off, I love utilizing ViscoCam to edit my photos. There are a ton of apps out there to edit photos, but my personal favorite is ViscoCam. So basically, a lot of things that go into editing photos include some color correction. A lot of times I shoot photos in my apartment, and my apartment has blue windows, and if I have a yellow backdrop, sometimes the photos come out green. So I have to edit some of the green out. You can edit exposure on ViscoCam if your photos are too dark or are too light. So I really like ViscoCam a lot to help edit my photos. Once my photos are edited, I really utilize a lot to help plan my feed. Now, I personally love to have a consistent and cohesive Instagram feed. A lot of people don't really necessarily pay attention to the layout of the feed. However, it is something that is really important to me in terms of branding, just to make everything look really consistent and cohesive and build a vibe and create that brand for my personal brand and for my business page as well too. So I utilize to really help plan that layout out. Basically with you can import all the photos that you've already edited and move them around to really help figure out what the best layout is for your feed. So basically, I am pretty OCD about my feed, and a lot of times, I won't post unless I have it planned, unless it's organized. So I really like utilizing just to make sure that I feel comfortable with what the layout will look like as a whole, so I can plan it out before I post it and be able to create that consistent, cohesive feed that I love so much. Aside from helping to organize the photos on also another thing that I utilize for as well too is once I've organized the feed, sometimes I'll take a screenshot of and utilize that as a story post just to show what my feed looks like as a whole. So a lot of times you guys can see I'll post 6 photos in a row where it kind of shows my feed. I normally just screenshot my and then post that as a story. So moving on to stories, another app that I really like to utilize to create content for my stories is Unfold. And that's an app that I actually just started utilizing more recently. Unfold has a lot of really cool story templates where you can basically just import your photos and put them in the templates and create stories with it. They have story templates that have font, they have story templates that have Polaroid images to make it look like your photo is a Polaroid or like laying on a table or something like that. They have tons of different really cool templates to utilize for your stories. So that is another great app that I've really been loving lately to help create content for my Instagram. Aside from photos, another app that I like to utilize for videos if I'm not using Final Cut, just something quick that I like to use on my phone, is called InShot. And InShot is the video app editor that I utilize on my phone, like I mentioned. So if I'm just throwing something together quick, or if I want to take a bunch of photos and make it into a video, then I just throw all those photos in and let it speed up, and then it almost seems like a GIF where it's just playing a bunch of different photos. And that I do within InShot. So if you're not a video editor expert, you don't want to learn Final Cut, and you want something just a little more simple where you can throw together videos on your phone for Instagram, InShot is a great app that I love to utilize for that. And aside from creating video, one of my final apps that I really like to use to help create content is actually turning the video into GIF. So there's an app called Video to GIF, pretty simple. And basically I like to create my videos or take my videos and turn them into GIFs, just because with GIFs, not necessarily for Instagram, but there's a lot of other platforms like for emails, or if I'm creating an email where I want the video to play without someone having to hit play, so I create the GIF instead. So a lot of times when I'm doing those rotating photo videos, I like to make them into GIFs, so if I share it via email per se, you don't have to click play, it'll just play automatically because it's a GIF. So with that being said, I like to take my photos, put them in InShot, create that video first, and then I take that video and then I put it into GIF, and I make it into a GIF, and that way I can share it in a different format as well too. So that basically sums up most of the apps that I use for creating content for social media. I hope today was really informative for you. I know a lot of people out there nowadays are really utilizing social media a lot to build their personal brands, to build businesses, and I really feel like the creating content aspect of building a business, like I mentioned before, is my favorite part of the business. I personally do everything for my own business as of now. I do my customer service, answering everyone's emails, answering everyone's DMs. I am creating the products, talking to manufacturers, I am shipping the products, and I'm doing all the creative behind everything. And yes, it is a lot of work, but with that being said, the creative aspects behind building a business and building a brand happen to be my favorite, just because I've always loved being creative. I have my background in marketing and my degree in marketing, and I've had a job with Vita Coco for years. I still work with Vita Coco actually with their athlete marketing, but that's neither here nor there. Like I mentioned, the creative aspect behind things is really my favorite. So hopefully all this knowledge that I've learned over the years can really help you if you're trying to create more content, if you're trying to get your feed more cohesive, if you're trying to make video. Creating content is a lot of work and a lot goes into it. I know a lot of times people see influencers and they're just like, oh, it's so easy, but there is a lot of work that goes behind creating the content, and that just so happens to be my favorite aspect of the business and the job. So with that being said, I really hope that today was super informative and I was able to share some of my favorite apps and programs that I personally utilize to create my content on a daily basis. And I hope it helps you. If you liked today's video, which I know was very different than I normally do, definitely make sure to comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. Do you guys want me to do a tutorial on how I edit my YouTube videos? Do you guys want me to go more in depth about how I create content, about the creative behind things? Do you want me to go more in depth about how to build a business and the actual fundamentals that go into place in building one and in creating one? Definitely let me know what you guys want to see more of, or if you don't want to see this at all, let me know that too. I'm just trying to give you guys some more insights and information on what has helped me within my life, obviously, within building my business. And I hope it really helps you as well too, because I know a lot of you out there are exploring social media, are building your personal brands, are building businesses, and creating content is super important for building a business. And I hope this helped today. So if you liked today's video, definitely make sure to hit the like button below. If you haven't yet done so, also, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have a ton of great more things coming your way that you don't want to miss out on. Like I mentioned, every week I'll be posting Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure to tune in, and I'll see you guys next week.